True story. A king cobra was just chilling in our house for an entire day. So a few days ago at around 9:30 in the night, my mom and I were in the kitchen, like women of an hour. When we hear this buzz buzz sound, we look at each other. My mom goes to check. I am busy stuffing my face with Rosella jam. I did not even budge. 2 minutes later, my mom comes rushing in this wild panic and she's like, "Snake, snake! It's this big, this fat, this fat!" Now I am triggered. I'm like, "Mama, chill. There is no need to fat shame the snake. That is not fair." And I'm continuing to eat the Rosella jam. Believe me, my mom was like this far away from throwing her chappal at me. Now, something about me, if I cannot fix a problem, I will relentlessly crack jokes about it. So I tell my mother, "Mama, you saw the snake going into the bedroom, na? So we'll go lock the bedroom door, we'll hold the snake hostage, and we will see what we can get out of its friends and family." At this point, my mother throws a complete googly at me and she says, "Oh, I don't know if the snake is in the bedroom or not. I saw it in the hallway looking like it might be heading for the bedroom." It might be heading for the bedroom. Now, this is too much uncertainty for me, okay? And I have to sleep in this house. So, what is the strategy? What do we do? With certainty, ignore the uncertainty. So, I tell my mother, "No, Mama, snakes are not like us. They don't change their mind like that. If the snake is heading for the bedroom, it is in the bedroom right now. Come, we'll go lock the door and come." So, I don't know why my mother chose to believe me that day. But we tiptoed to the bedroom, locked the bedroom door and slept peacefully that night. By the next morning, I have decided to name the snake Sir Wiggles. Mom and I sat down to decide what to do about Sir Wiggles. One, we could call the forest department, but they will not answer our calls. Two, we could call the snake rescue organizations, but there isn't any in a 200-kilometer radius. Three, we could call our neighbors, but we don't know where the snake is. So we'll have to show them a snake. We don't know where snake is. So, we did the next best thing. We googled it. Now, goddess Google tells us that snakes have a very strong sense of smell, it seems. They don't like the scent of garlic and vinegar. And my mother is like, very good. She's relieved. She's like, "We have lots of garlic and lots of vinegar at home." And I'm panicking. I'm panicking because garlic is 400 rupees a kilo right now and I'm conjuice. And the apple cider vinegar, the vinegar that she's talking about is organic apple cider vinegar that I have made with my own two hands. I have aged it over 2 full years and it is probably the most valuable possession that I have. So I try to argue with my mother. I tell her, "No, Mama, this will not work because it's a snake, it's not a vampire, it'll not work." Very reasonably, I give my mother other options. I tell her, "Mama, dekho, I have watched Man vs. Wild throughout my childhood. I'm very well educated in how to wrangle snakes with my bare hands. You leave it to me, I will do paisa vasool of that cable bill." She could see right through me. She just said, "Shut up." And now, to add insult to injury, my mother made me crush garlic and leave bowls of apple cider vinegar all over the room in which Sir Wiggles is held hostage. We leave all the windows open and lock the door from outside. And at this point, I'm having second thoughts. So I go to my mother and I ask her, "Mama, don't you think we should at least see if we can make something out of this hostage situation? Maybe Sir Wiggles has rich friends and family." And she again said, "Shut up." So we just waited for a couple of hours for Sir Wiggles to pack his bags and leave. A few hours later, my mom comes to me and says, "Come, let's go check. The snake would have gone." And suddenly fear is setting in for me, okay? I'm like, and I'm making excuses. I'm saying, "No, why will the snake go away? It smells like garlic bread in there. The snake thinks it's a party." And my mother's slipper almost came off. And 2 minutes later, I'm ready with a bamboo stake to go search for the snake. Now, something about me, I don't watch horror movies because I absolutely hate jump scares. I detest them. And I know how fast snakes can be. So, this is like being in a horror movie for me. I'm imagining at any second the snake is going to jump out at me and go bzz, bzz, bzz. But I don't want to let on how scared I am because then my mother will say, "You stay outside the room, I go deal with the snake myself." But I don't want my mother to go deal with the snake herself because I don't want my mother to get bitten. So I tell my mother, "Mummy, you're an old woman with poor reflexes. So you stay outside the room. Also, also you have never watched Man vs. Wild, so you have no idea. You are completely uneducated on how to deal with a snake. So stay outside. She obviously didn't listen to me. So for the next half an hour, both of us searched every nook and cranny of that room with bamboo stakes. And the whole time, I'm sweet talking the snake. I'm baby talking it. Puss, puss, baby. Sir, wonderful wiggly worm. Nice noodle. To my credit, I even tried to bond with the snake. I was like, Snakey, sweet Snakey, what is your Harry Potter house? Slytherin. Mine also. My mother obviously knows my coping mechanism, so she gave me the option of just getting out of the room, which I did not take. So then she took the opportunity to ask me about the hostage situation. So she was like, oh, you wanted to keep the snake hostage and invite its friends and family also over, no? I think it's a good idea. We should do it. But I don't miss an opportunity to argue with my mother. So I tell her, Mommy, you walk like one Disney princess in knee-high grass. No, what about that? You think snakes will sing you lullabies and scorpions will make you tea? No, what about that? And I'm not making this up. She literally replied with, no, I'm a queen. Queen! Internet slang. I mean, she is my queen, but I don't expect my mother to give comebacks like this. So I'm thinking, she's getting too much screen time. Once we're done with this snake, no more phone for mummy. To our absolute relief, there was no snake in the room. So we thought it must have left through the window, and garlic and vinegar really works. Now to celebrate, we made ourselves onion pakodis and tea, and I'm so happy that this is behind us. I literally went and dived onto the sofa. And what we hear? Puss, 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 puss. Sir Wiggles was just chilling behind the sofa all day. In fact, when not searching for Sir Wiggles, Mom and I were also chilling on the sofa. So, does this mean we're friends now? I mean, we were all hanging out together all day. So, like, that is not what I thought in the moment. What I thought in the moment was we were this close to dying, this close. But at least we know where he is now, so we can take action. We call our neighbors for help, and God bless them. They came so promptly. But they also tell us that, see, if it is any other snake, we'll deal with it. But King Cobra, we don't know what to do. We are also scared, and also they hold grudges. And I'm like, no, it'll be some other snake only. There are so many snakes in the world. Why it'll be King Cobra only? It won't be King Cobra. So, they're like, okay, it won't be King Cobra. And we moved the sofa. Like, you know, we just pull the sofa a little bit, and what do we discover? King Cobra just sitting like that. So we discover that Mr. Wiggles is a 15-foot long King Cobra, and our neighbors are angels because they're terrified, but they don't want to abandon us, okay? So with fear in their hearts, they actually lured the snake out, and he doesn't want to go. Mr. Wiggles is enjoying our company so much, he grudgingly went, okay? And our neighbors were completely right about Mr. Wiggles holding a grudge, because the next day Mr. Wiggles went to our neighbor's house in broad daylight and refused to leave.